Hey Cancer, welcome to 2025. I'm a little late getting your love reading for January up, and it's actually been a hot minute since I've posted a reading, but I'm back, and thanks for being patient. Whenever you come across this reading, it's going to be right for you. It doesn't necessarily have to relate to January. It could be any month that you watch this, but I'm reading it in January. I picked from several different decks. When I shuffled, I asked the question, what does Cancer need to know about love for January 2025 or moving forward? So we're going to dive right in and see what comes up. Oh, goodness. Okay, Cancer. We're just going to go ahead and read these at the same time. So we have the Soulmates card in reverse, and we have Between Worlds in the upright. Soulmates, we're going to start with soulmates. And I do love when this card comes up because it really does show us that we are connected to someone. Just get a close look at that card. He has the key. She's got a lock in her heart. It's definitely a love, a pairing, a connection between souls. When this card is in the reverse, this is challenged energy where maybe things haven't been working out the way that you thought they would. Maybe you had your person and things were going well, and then unexpectedly something happened. So something that we have to remember about soulmates is they come for all reasons, right? It's not just bowls of cherries and rainbows, right? They come to teach very important lessons and vice versa. We do that for each other. Those lessons aren't always easy. Sometimes they really suck, but they're always profound. We always learn big things when a soulmate comes into our life. So we just have to be open to the lesson. So Cancer, you may have had, an important relationship like bring you to your knees recently. And this, wow, is hitting me. I'm a Cancer rising. This is the kind of soulmate that comes bearing a gift, right? It's a powerful, profound opportunity for growth, even though it's very, very difficult. So what you may have been seeing, that all of your patterns and your stories that you've held on to don't apply anymore. They don't serve you. And you're actually in an opportunity now, or a situation where you're forced to heal them, okay? Or you're being confronted with patterns that are false now, or that have been holding you back. For instance, maybe a breakup with a loved one is normally you would fall into the pattern of like, there's something wrong with me, or I'm not worthy. But maybe this time in that breakup, even though it's very painful, you understand that this has nothing to do with your worth. And that is a huge point of growth, right? About your own self, your own value, what you bring to the world, right? It's your worth isn't determined by somebody else's acceptance of you. So even though like this dynamic may not be fun right now, or maybe it's been very painful, maybe you have a lot of grief, this person that you're interacting with has been called into the sacred task of helping you to heal and grow and to learn. And you're likely doing the same for them, even though it feels very uncomfortable, even like out of the blue, inconceivable, right? Like you just are dumbfounded that whatever is happening is happening. And if you can just step back and put your hand on your heart and say to yourself, not why did he or she do this to me? It's what is the gift in this? What am I learning? What am I being shown? What do I realize about myself here? Those are much more important questions, because it's really not about why this happened to you. It's about what you're made of and what you're learning and how you're growing and becoming resilient. Look in the mirror and love yourself, right? Look in the mirror and love yourself. But this dynamic for you is definitely a soulmate situation where you're meant to learn, like, this is not an accident that this is happening. You've done nothing wrong. You were just ready for the lesson. And I know that doesn't make things feel better, but it can offer us a salve as we work through like the lessons and we integrate them from a powerful position, feeling empowered. And you may not know what to do right now. Like, you just had your world rocked. Okay. So now you're moving between worlds, like from one phase to the next. 1 foot out the door, 1 foot still over the threshold, right? So this is, moving from one way of being into another, but feeling like you're in this no man's land. And it honestly, like, you guys, this is like my exact situation right now. I cannot even believe I'm reading this. This is transition. It's like the death and rebirth, like the between worlds, like you're in between one version of you and the next. And we have this like temporary blindness. We feel lost. We don't know what the F is happening. We don't know how to be okay. But look, they're going from a black and white, very gray, drab scenario or like vision to something vibrant and beautiful. And that flamingo is wearing a crown, right? So this is a time to explore like what's possible. You don't have to rush it. It is the energy like of something new, like you're stepping out of something old and into the new. You don't have to rush what that is. Just being open to being curious, to discovery. I want to say like let go of the doom and gloom thinking and come into the, oh, this is interesting, or oh, that was a plot twist. And as hard as that may be to do that on a consistent basis, like allow your heart to go there, because this is meant to educate you. It's meant to show you more of who you are. It's meant to show you your strength and resilience and your wisdom. Because this is a necessary lesson for you to understand your worth, is what I'm hearing. It also shows you what you like and dislike. It also shows you what your boundaries need to be, what is negotiable and non-negotiable. This is a critical phase in your growth, in your unfolding. And the only way you would see it is if you were vulnerable, opened up, allowed someone in, and then this hurt happened. It had to like clarify things for you. Cancer, wow. I mean, and I'm saying that to myself too, you guys. Holy moly. Okay, let's see what the tarot says. Okay. Yes, okay. I really do. I'm always dumbfounded by like how you can choose from 10 different decks and the story just unfolds. We have strength in reverse. This is lack of confidence. This is feeling like defeated. This is lack of trust in self. It's also the card of Leo. So maybe some of you are, dealing with a fire sign or a Leo. The strength card in reverse it's about being afraid, blocked by fear. It's self-doubt, losing confidence in yourself. It's also a reminder not to be driven by like the lizard part of your brain, which is going to be like the pattern part or the knee-jerk reaction part of your brain. And really a need to come back to like coming back to ourselves, come back to self-control, and not do anything impulsive, nothing self-destructive. So don't go on a drinking bender, right? Like don't go off like having casual, multiple string of casual relationships that'll just hurt you even more. Like this is a time to come into self-care and self-reassurance and surrounding yourself with love and kindness from people that you trust. I deliberately bring my compassion and strength forward, and I use them for good. Like, you have to shower yourself with strength and compassion right now. Reassurance. The Ten of Swords, wow, okay, this is the card of endings. This is a card of painful endings. Like in the traditional tarot, this is the card where the person is stabbed in the back by 10 swords. In this deck, she is literally turning her back and looking over to the horizon and walking away. This is, when it's in the reverse, this is like resisting the inevitable. So how might we be resisting the lessons? How might we be hanging on to negative emotions like anger, resentment, those types of things that are lowering our vibe, right? It's okay to have grief. It's okay to have anger. It's okay to have resentment, but we don't want to linger there. This is feeling like we've hit rock bottom. So the only way to go is up at this point. And it's a feeling of helplessness. So we are in it. Like, we are in the shit right now because we just came through something very, very painful. And we are in the midst, like in between two worlds, feeling the feels. But you are not in lack, even though your head wants to tell you that. You are learning so much about your own will, your own power, your own capacity, your own resilience. This is a card of devastating loss. So Spirit sees us, right? Here's what we're moving toward, though. This is the Page of Wands. This is jubilation. This is passion. This is creativity. It's excitement. It's in a way, it's new beginnings. That would be like the Ace of Wands, but this is explosive creativity. This is like catapulting us forward. So once we're out of these doldrums, we get going again. And perhaps like as Mars retrograde moves direct, we'll feel more of this. Like, we are in very slow energy right now, and it's super frustrating, and it can make time seem like it's standing still. But this is a card of like enthusiasm, inspiration, new skills we come upon, new passions, new ideas. This is brainstorming. It's feeling alive again, and that's what we're gonna need. We want that. We want to feel alive again. I was just telling a friend that I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to feel this way or this way anymore. I don't want to be stuck there. I want to feel alive again, but we can't rush our process. And we got to feel the feels. We got to work through it. We got to learn the lesson here, integrate it, so that we can come into this newfound creativity and begin to like heal and let go. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords in reverse. This is a peaceful end to conflict. So that's beautiful because that means we're actually coming out of this. It's moving on, but it could mean sacrifice, right? But it's mostly resolution. You're not sacrificing anything here. You haven't abandoned yourself in any way. But what's happening is you've come through this part of your, this ending of a relationship or this really hard situation. And you're understanding now, like, more of what you can't compromise. And also like coming to a resolution in your heart and coming back into harmony. This is the Four of Wands. It's rest, it's success, it's tranquility, it's harmony, it's prosperity. It's also romance, right? Again, you don't have to rush anything, but this is a full circle moment of like, you're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You're going to dance and celebrate again. You're going to have creativity. You're going to have resolution, and it's going to be okay. So hang in there, Cancer. This is tough shit, man. Wow, this is super hitting home for me. Okay, your girlfriend's No-Bullshit. Love Oracle. All right, to be truly seen is a loving thing, lovely thing. You know when it's happening and when it's not. Trust your vibes on this. You already know the answer. You're being asked to really come into yourself and know the truth. That's what a soulmate would do for you anyway, is help you discover yourself at such a depth that there's no denying your truth. Cancer, I love the shit out of you. Here we go. This is from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. Okay, I think of mushrooms as psychedelic and how they show us the truth, right? The fact that this is the galactic mushroom and the title is the divine matrix is telling me intuitively that this is all meant to be. Like, this is part of your design. This is part of your path to learn this lesson, or these set of lessons, to go through this so you can integrate and become a stronger, more resilient, more wiser person. And maybe you're supposed to do some mushrooms. I don't know. I've been microdosing with mushrooms and it has helped me a ton with grief. Yeah. Okay. A love oracle card here. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Oh boy, I've been receiving this message too. This is like, you can't worry about anyone else right now. You can't worry about what your person is doing or not doing. You know, things have played out. Let it be for now. Focus on you and your healing. Integrate the lessons. Be so kind to yourself. I am learning to trust others. All right, Cancer. I'm sending you so much love. Just know this hit home for me too as a Cancer rising. You know, things are going to be okay. It hurts. I wish you lots of love because it sucks, but you're coming to resolution and there will be harmony and peace again. And you will feel alive again. We're coming into feeling alive again, into expanding with such innovation and creativity. I love you. I will catch you soon. Happy New Year.